The Southeast is one of 9 English regions. Its population of 8 million is divided into some 3 million households. 80% of its population is rural, and 2 of its cities house over 250,000 and 5 over 100,000. The working population is 58% and has a birth rate of 11.1%. Life expectancy among men is 81 years, while with women it increases to 89 years. Its level of dependency is 32%. Its migratory ratio is 13. CETA is a government-funded agency responsible for the economic and social development of the southeast of England. CETA's aim is to create a prosperous, dynamic, and inspirational region by helping businesses compete more effectively, training a highly skilled workforce, supporting and enabling our communities while safeguarding our natural resources and cherishing our rich cultural heritage. Demographic changes in populations over the next few decades will result in a proportionally larger number of older people. The aging population and poor lifestyles will lead to more people suffering from long-term conditions. Consequently, the cost of providing health and social care will increase at an unsustainable rate. New ways of distributing resources are being sought. In pilot studies, investment in technology has been shown to improve the effectiveness and delivery of both residential and home care. But the current provision for such telecare and telehealth services is fragmented, reducing cost benefits. There are 2 interrelated markets for technology and services that need to be developed in order to provide technologically supported, sustainable health and social care in the future. Market 1. Telecare, telehealth, and Medicare would provide equipment for monitoring general well-being and/or specific medical conditions, such as high blood pressure and diabetes, for treatment and for dispensing medication, or for the control related to these conditions. Market 2. Assisted living, AL, with specialist equipment and software including that related to mobility, access, ergonomics, and household features designed to assist independent living. Stockholm is the capital and largest city of Sweden. The city of Stockholm is a municipality of the province of Stockholm, with a population of 800,000. The working population between 16 and 64 years old is 81.4% and has a birth rate of 14.57. Life expectancy among men is 82 years, while with women this figure increases to 87%. Dependency ratio in the Stockholm region is 42%, and the migratory ratio is 5%. The Stockholm region is responsible for the project. Europe's population is aging, potentially resulting in a decline in total employment, lower prospects for economic growth, and a smaller working population supporting a much larger number of elderly people. The immediate priority is to limit redundancy numbers, support people who are made redundant, and reskill and re-engage as many as possible. A longer-term priority is to support future economic growth. The European employment strategy foresees a need for a significant increase in the employment rate of all workers, and in particular of older people. 2 quantitative targets in respect of older workers were introduced as part of the Lisbon strategy. 1. To raise the employment rate of older workers in the EU to 50% on average by 2010, and 2. To increase by 2010 the effective average retirement age for the labor market by 5 years. Silver economy has 3 major aims: increase the employment rate of older workers, enhance the role of older people as consumer and service users, encourage tailored business support for older people. Noord-Brabant is one of the 12 provinces of Holland located at the south of the country. In its surface area of 5,000 square kilometers live 2.5 million people, making it the third largest with a population density of 491 per square kilometer. The working population of Noord-Brabant region is 65% and has a birth rate of 10.63%. Life expectancy among men is 81 years, while with women it increases to 89. Its level of dependency is 40% and has a migratory ratio of 4%. The responsibilities for the activities within people sub-objectives in the Netherlands are divided among regional and local governments, social organizations, civil society, businesses, etc. The regional government of Noord-Brabant will focus on coordinating and investing in innovative actions and creating new coalitions, public, private, and knowledge. Within the framework of people's sub-objective, social and e-inclusion, we are looking for good practices and innovative solutions to promote the social participation of vulnerable groups using ICT in particular. The intended social result is a society in which everyone participates in social life irrespective of limitations, vulnerabilities, or characteristics in order to improve the quality of life. Of primary importance are equal opportunities and fully fledged citizenship for everyone. Exclusion, due to limitations, vulnerabilities, characteristics, or whatever cause, must be prevented and combated. The objective is to increase opportunities and to decrease the threats to social participation and fully fledged citizenship for everyone, in order to improve the quality of life with a primary focus in the context of smart care and quality of life in the neighborhoods. Malopolska is one of the 16 regions of Poland with 3.2 million inhabitants living in an area of 15,190 square kilometers. The region is highly attractive for investment, seeing it holds a 7.3 of the Polish GDP. Strong points in this region are its academic and scientific center as well as its tourism center. The working population is 68% and has a birth rate of 11%. Life expectancy among men is 83 years, while with women it increases to 88 years. Its level of dependency is 36% and has a migratory ratio of 2%. The Marshall Office of the Malopolska region is the partner institution of the People Project. The Marshall Office is responsible, among other things, for regional policy, European funds, regional investment, health protection and promotion, public education, social service and assistance, spatial planning, environmental protection, regional transport, development of rural and urban areas, culture and tourism. Regional authorities are responsible for implementing regional policy and preparing regional development strategy. Nowadays, it is observed that a field of public activity based on social sensibility and responsibility for those who have more difficult access to the labor market may play a key role in this situation. It's a part of the third sector, which includes social objectives connected with public assignments and market mechanisms. This field has developed for 20 years across Europe and is called social economy, entrepreneurship. Its principal message concerns local development, which unites and harmonizes different interests of economical and social policies for cohesion and social solidarity. Taking into consideration 5 dimensions of social exclusion causes, there is essential to accept social entrepreneurship as a tool for cushioning consequences of social exclusion and for support of local and regional development based on existing potential. The province of Venice is composed of 44 municipalities and covers an area that's 90 kilometers in length by 25 kilometers in width. Its 850,000 inhabitants make for a population density of 329 per square kilometer. The working population in the province of Venice is 66.33% and has a birth rate of 9.03%. Life expectancy among men is 78.56 years, while with women it increases to 84.52 years. Its level of dependency is 50.75% and has a migratory ratio of 10.9. The Department of Culture, Social Policies, Sport, Peace and International Cooperation of the Province of Venice is responsible for the project. In a scenario where European regions need to confront demographic changes that are drastically mutating the composition and social needs and priorities of their communities, such as immigration, aging, increasing ethnic and cultural diversity, unemployment, disadvantaged people, and where changing family structures are posing new and compelling challenges, local authorities play an important role in order to effectively pursue their priority tasks. However, public authorities, in order to be more effective in their mission, require to develop and to foster a local government system that foresees the active participation of all stakeholders and the innovation that can be ensured by a multi-stakeholder approach. In such a system, civil society, in its multifaceted nature, becomes pivotal in implementing a synergic and effective strategy for social inclusion and socio-economic development and growth. The relationship and joint work of public authorities and civil society actors, as well as the buildup of strong networks by empowering all involved actors, becomes the essence of a process aiming at achieving the local authorities' goals and good governance of inclusion processes, and at considerably increasing the success factors of local authorities' actions. The county of Timis is located to the west of Romania and has a population of 661,593, with a density of 75.8 inhabitants per square kilometer. Timis County spreads over a surface area of 8,696 square kilometers, thus making it the largest among Romanian counties. The working population in Timis is 50% and has a birth rate of 10.9. Life expectancy among men is 82 years, while with women it increases to 87 years. Its level of dependency is 41% and has a migratory ratio of 3%. The Timis County Council is responsible for the development of the project. Arguing strongly for reform is not just an economic agenda. It is an across-the-board agenda for all stakeholders that will promote good structural reforms needed for the challenges of aging societies. Taking no action would weaken the EU's ability to meet the future needs of an aging population.